Welcome to a new episode of Football News. Today we'll discuss the hottest events. Saudi Arabia wants to sign Vinicius from Real Madrid. The CEO of the Saudi Pro League announced they are ready for the transfer of Vinicius. Napoli has officially confirmed Kvaratskhelia's departure. The details of his new contract have been revealed. Zinedine Zidane has finally gotten the opportunity to coach the French national team. Rashford is moving from Manchester to Monaco. Donnarumma is leaving PSG. Lionel Messi might return to Europe, and Mohamed Salah's new club. We are talking about this and much more today. This is a hot selection of the most interesting football news. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and like this video to get more news about our favorite game. Your support is very important to us. Let's get started. The CEO of the Saudi Pro League recently stated in an interview that their championship is ready to welcome a player of Vinicius Junior's caliber. According to the official, the league's development allows some clubs to compete for the signatures of such global football stars, although there are still teams that are far from reaching that level. Our clubs have everything necessary to attract and develop talents like Vinicius. Let's see how things unfold, he said. It seems the Saudi League continues its expansion, attracting not only veterans, but also players in the prime of their careers. Vinicius has long been at the center of rumors about a possible departure from Real Madrid. His behavior only fuels these discussions. Recent incidents, such as the conflict after the match against Mallorca, have sparked new debates. It feels like the Brazilian himself is not too interested in a long-term future in La Liga. His conduct on and off the pitch raises the question, how much longer will Real tolerate this? Any management eventually grows tired of constant scandals, even when it involves one of the team's leaders. And although Vinicius undoubtedly possesses exceptional talent, it seems he is either deliberately paving the way for his exit or underestimating the consequences of his actions. On the other hand, should the Brazilian already consider moving to Saudi Arabia? Judging by the league representatives' statements, their interest in Vinicius is genuine, and the financial aspect would surely be impressive. However, for a player of his age and level, such a move might appear more like a step backward. Perhaps he simply wants to test the waters and see how far the negotiations go. In any case, Vinicius' future remains uncertain. If he decides to continue his career in Saudi Arabia, it would be a significant step, both for his personal brand and for the further development of the local league. For now, we can only watch and see how this story unfolds. It seems that Mohamed Salah is close to ending his era at Liverpool. While there are still chances of extending his contract with the club, they are so slim that they can hardly be taken seriously. Moreover, it is already known where the Egyptian forward will continue his career, in Saudi Arabia. However, the main question is which club will become his new home. According to British media, Salah is being targeted by two leading clubs in the country, Al Hilal and Al Ittihad. It's worth recalling that Al Hilal previously considered Salah as the perfect replacement for Neymar, who is likely to leave the team. However, Al Ittihad, their main rival in the championship race, has no intention of giving up and is ready to join the battle for the Egyptian star. This summer, we are likely to witness not only intense clashes on the football fields of Saudi Arabia, but also fierce competition for one of the brightest players of our time. Salah is not only a masterful and experienced footballer, but also a powerful marketing asset that will add prestige and popularity to any club. Where will the Liverpool legend eventually go? We'll find out soon. But one thing is already clear: his transfer will become one of the most high-profile deals of the summer transfer window. Marcus Rashford might swap the English Premier League for Ligue 1, but not for Paris Saint-Germain, rather for AS Monaco. According to The Telegraph, Monaco's head coach Adi Hütter is seriously interested in strengthening his team's attacking line, and Rashford is one of his priorities. The coach is attracted by Marcus's playing style, although it must be acknowledged that this style often only shines in bursts. Interestingly, Monaco is ready to offer Rashford attractive financial terms, around £300,000 per week. Thanks to the unique tax regime in Monte Carlo, the club can afford to pay such sums without significant losses to their budget. This gives Monaco a competitive edge when negotiating contracts. For Rashford, a move to Monaco could be an excellent decision. The club regularly competes for domestic trophies, and Ligue 1 offers great opportunities for forwards to build impressive statistics. Furthermore, Monte Carlo itself is a unique place to live, which could be a pleasant bonus. If the deal goes through, it will be a step in the right direction for both the player and the club. A new challenge, consistent playing time, and a prestigious spot in one of League One's top teams could be exactly what Rashford needs to shine again. Napoli's head coach, Antonio Conte, has confirmed the departure of Kvaratskhelia this winter, which has become a major shock for the club's fans. According to Conte, the Georgian winger himself requested a transfer, which was a big disappointment for the coach. I spent 6 months convincing him that together we could achieve incredible results. The club also did a tremendous job to extend his contract. But after all this time, we are back to square one, Conte was quoted as saying by the journalist Claudio Russo. Now, there is almost no doubt that Kvaratskhelia will leave Napoli. The main contender for the player is Paris Saint-Germain. Reports suggest that Kvicha received offers from several clubs, but chose PSG. Perhaps his decision was influenced by the salary offered. According to Fabrizio Romano, the contract with PSG is set for 5 seasons, with a salary 5 times higher than his current income. Currently, Kvaratskhelia earns around $1.5 million per year, while in Paris, his salary would be approximately $8 million. For comparison, even Kolo Muani, who is not a key player for PSG, earns more. Nevertheless, the proposed terms significantly exceed Kvicha's current salary, making the transfer to PSG quite logical. Here, it seems Napoli missed an opportunity. If the club had revised Kvaratskelia's contract earlier, his departure might have been prevented. But, as they say, it's too late to cry over spilled milk. Meanwhile, negotiations between Napoli and PSG are ongoing. The Italian club is demanding $80 million, while the Parisians are offering around $60 million. This gap is currently delaying the deal. But given Conte's statement, it's clear that the parties will find a compromise. Most likely, Napoli will have to concede, as dragging the situation out until the summer could only make things worse. As for PSG, it seems to be only a matter of time. They want to see Kvicha in their squad as soon as possible. Zinedine Zidane seems to be on the verge of fulfilling his long-standing dream of becoming the head coach of the French national team. After years of waiting, the path to this position has finally opened for him. Didier Deschamps has announced that he will step down after the next World Cup, ending his 15-year tenure as the national team's manager. Many believe that Deschamps could have left after the World Cup final in Qatar when France lost to Argentina. This would have allowed a new coach to build the team around a young and promising generation of players. However, amidst the euphoria of their successful tournament performance, the Football Federation decided to offer Deschamps a new contract. The result was an unconvincing performance at the Euros, and now the question remains whether the upcoming World Cup will turn into a painful conclusion to Deschamps' career as the national team's coach. At the same time, all eyes are on Zinedine Zidane, who is the main candidate for the head coach position. He has strong support. Most federation members, including its president Philippe Diallo, see Zidane as the ideal successor. While there are voices favoring Thierry Henry as the new coach, their stance seems to be overshadowed by the overwhelming support for Zidane. Sources claim that Diallo has already personally assured Zidane that the position of head coach of the French national team is intended for him. Therefore, there is virtually no doubt about his appointment. Lionel Messi could find himself back in Europe. This intriguing statement was recently made by reputable Spanish media, including Marca. While the source is more commonly associated with Real Madrid, let's not jump to conclusions just yet. First, let's break down the conditions under which this move might happen. According to journalists, Leo plans to extend his contract with Inter Miami. However, the agreement might include a clause allowing the Argentine to go on loan to a European club from late 2025 to early 2026. The goal is to regain match fitness and prepare for the World Cup. It's worth noting that MLS operates on a different calendar, so this measure seems quite logical. The big question is, where could Messi go? Honestly, it's hard to picture him anywhere other than Barcelona. A comeback to Camp Nou seems like the most natural scenario. Firstly, it would give the Catalan club a chance to rectify the past situation, to bid Leo a proper farewell, something that didn't happen when he left for PSG. Secondly, it would bring massive commercial success to the club. Sales of Messi merchandise and jerseys would undoubtedly skyrocket. Moreover, Leo would surely enjoy the chance to play for his beloved club again. Financial considerations might take a back seat in this case. Knowing Barcelona's complicated financial situation, he would likely agree to a symbolic salary. There's no doubt a major sponsor would step in to support such a transfer. In any case, the mere possibility of Messi returning to Europe has already generated immense interest. What do you think, friends? Could Leo once again don the iconic Blaugrana colors, even if only for a short while? According to renowned journalist Gianluca Di Marzio, Gianluigi Donnarumma might leave PSG and move to Inter Milan. Let's recall that the Italian goalkeeper's contract with the Parisian club is nearing its end, and time is clearly not on PSG's side. Donnarumma's agent Enzo Raiola recently stated, "We are in a waiting mode. Nothing is certain yet. Gigio's future? Anything is possible." These words only fuel rumors that Donnarumma is unsure about his future in Paris. The main reason for his uncertainty is the lack of a clear role in the team. Luis Enrique continues to rotate goalkeepers, and Gianluigi wants clarity to be the first-choice goalkeeper or not. Meanwhile, Inter is closely monitoring the situation. The club is ready to offer the Italian a spot on their roster if he decides not to renew his contract. Considering that Donnarumma's contract is nearing its expiration, PSG is unlikely to get a significant fee for him. His current market value, according to Transfermarkt, is $35 million, more than half of what it was when he joined PSG. For Inter, this transfer seems promising. Yes, Donnarumma previously played for AC Milan, but his controversial departure from the club is unlikely to spark major outrage among rossoneri fans. Returning to Serie A via PSG could help smooth over any potential conflicts. The situation is complex, but Donnarumma's future at PSG appears uncertain. What do you think? Should the Italian return to Italy, or is Paris the best place for his career? That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. And be sure to watch our previous video. It just appeared before your eyes right now. See you. Good luck to everyone. Goodbye.